Hey, I'm Sophia from Honk. Today we're going through 100 realistic DMV questions to help you prepare for your permit test. You'll have time to answer each one before I explain the correct choice. Let's begin. Now for Oregon. This 2026 Oregon DMV practice test prepares you for the written permit test. Oregon's knowledge test has 35 questions, and you need 28 correct, or 80%, to pass. An online testing option is available. For even more practice, download Honk on the App Store. Honk app users have a 97% pass rate. Let's start the test. Question 1. So headlight glare from a vehicle behind you doesn't become a problem, use blank and set it correctly before driving. Your choices are A, a plain reflective mirror, B, a dark tinted mirror, C, a light filtering lens, D, a day and night mirror. The correct answer is D, a day and night mirror. So headlight glare from a vehicle behind you doesn't become a problem. Use a day-night mirror and set it correctly before you begin driving. Question 2. To prevent highway hypnosis, drowsiness, and fatigue, drivers must blank so they can stay awake behind the wheel. Your choices are A, exercise their eyes, B, take stimulants, C, send text messages, D, talk on a cell phone. The correct answer is A, exercise their eyes. Highway hypnosis or dizziness while driving can result from the steady sameness of the road and traffic, along with the hum of the wind, tires, and engine. Drivers can help prevent highway hypnosis by keeping their eyes in motion and observing nearby traffic and highway signs. Question 3. During a skid, which vehicle control is the most critical one to use? Your choices are A, the gas pedal, B, the ABS, anti-lock braking system, C, the vehicle's headlights, D, the wheel used for steering. The correct answer is D, the wheel used for steering. If your vehicle begins to skid, remain calm, gradually ease off the gas pedal, and steer carefully toward the direction you want the front of the vehicle to travel. Try not to brake, particularly if your vehicle lacks anti-lock brakes, ABS, since doing so could cause it to overshoot and skid the opposite way. To avoid this, turn the wheel back in the other direction as soon as the vehicle starts to straighten. Question 4. Alcohol may impair your data. Your choices are A, judgment, B, reaction time, C, concentration, D, all of the above. Answers are correct. The correct answer is D. All of the above answers are correct. Alcohol can impair concentration, reaction time, and judgment. Question 5. Why is drinking alcohol and driving after dark especially hazardous? Your choices are A, roads have heavier traffic at night, B, your vision is already restricted, C, alcohol affects your judgment more at night, D, you have a greater chance of meeting drivers who have been drinking. The correct answer is B. Your vision is already restricted. Drinking alcohol and driving at night is especially dangerous because darkness already limits your vision and makes it harder to see. Question 6. A head restraint should be positioned so it touches the back of your head. What does this guard against? Your choices are A, neck injuries from being struck from behind, B, collisions from behind, C, bodily harm in a head-on crash, D, the seatbelt tightening during a crash. The correct answer is A, neck injuries from being struck from behind. Head restraints exist to guard against neck injuries when your vehicle is struck from behind. Position the head restraint so it will touch the back of your head if a crash occurs. Question 7. What's the correct response if a tire blows out while you're driving? Your choices are A. Speed up, B. Steer toward the left side of the road, C. Slam the brakes and stop right on the road, D. Grip the steering wheel firmly and keep the vehicle traveling straight. The correct answer is D. Grip the steering wheel firmly and keep the vehicle traveling straight. If a tire blows out unexpectedly, grip the steering wheel firmly and keep the vehicle traveling in a straight line. Ease off the accelerator to slow down gradually, then apply the brakes gently. Question 8. What effect can fatigue have on your driving? Your choices are A. All of these, B. Slower reaction times, C. Reduced awareness, D. Impaired judgment. The correct answer is A. All of these. Fatigue can affect driving by impairing judgment, slowing reaction times, and reducing awareness of your surroundings. Question 9. Is it okay to take medications before you plan to drive? Your choices are A. No, B. Only over-the-counter medications, C. Only if the doctor says it will not affect safe driving, D. Only when you have a prescription. The correct answer is C. Only if the doctor says it will not affect safe driving. Many prescription and over-the-counter medications can cause drowsiness. Take medications before driving only when the doctor says they will not affect your ability to drive safely. Question 10. In every state except Mississippi, what is true for drivers who are under the age of 21? Your choices are A. They may buy alcohol, but may not consume it. B. They may consume small amounts of alcohol, but not while driving. C. They may have tiny, traceable amounts of alcohol in their blood while driving. D. They may not buy alcohol, consume alcohol, or possess alcohol. The correct answer is D. They may not buy alcohol, consume alcohol, or possess alcohol. You may not buy alcohol, consume alcohol, or possess alcohol unless you are 21 years of age. Question 11. A conviction for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs can result in which penalties? Your choices are A. Any or all of these, B. Community service, C. License suspension, D. Severe fines and higher insurance rates. The correct answer is A. Any or all of these. When convicted of driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, you may face any of these penalties: license suspension, severe fines, and community service. Question 12. Unless a sign, traffic control device, or police officer instructs you otherwise, on a divided highway, you're required to blank. Your choices are A. Stay to the left of the median, B. Stay centered on the median, C. Stay to the right of the median, D. Avoid staying to the right of the median. The correct answer is C. Stay to the right of the median. On a divided highway, you must stay to the right of the median unless a sign, traffic control device, or police officer directs you to do something different. Question 13. When this road sign appears, you should... Your choices are A. Leave the highway at a minimum speed of 30 miles per hour. B. Speed up to 30 miles per hour and pass the vehicle ahead of you. C. Leave the highway at 30 miles per hour or slower. D. Leave the highway at a maximum speed of 60 miles per hour. The correct answer is C. Leave the highway at 30 miles per hour or slower. This sign gives the maximum recommended safe speed for entering or leaving an expressway. Reduce your speed to the posted speed, in this case, 30 miles per hour.
Question 14.
This sign marks your choices are A, a pedestrian crosswalk, B, a hospital zone, C, a handicap parking zone, D, wheelchair availability. The correct answer is C, a handicap parking zone. This sign means parking in a handicap zone is prohibited unless you have the proper permit. Question 15. At 9:30 a.m., can you park next to this sign? Your choices are A, no, B, yes, C, yes, but for only 5 minutes, D, yes, but only if you have a special permit, The correct answer is A, no. The sign means parking is not allowed at this location from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Question 16. On a two-lane road, when overtaking and passing another vehicle, on which side should you pass? Your choices are A, only on the right side of the vehicle, B, only on the left side of the vehicle, C, on either the left or right side of the vehicle, D, on neither side of the vehicle. The correct answer is B, only on the left side of the vehicle. While overtaking and passing another vehicle on a two-lane road, you're required to pass on the left side of that vehicle only. Question 17. When this sign appears at an intersection, what should you do? Your choices are A, yield the right-of-way or stop before turning right or left. B, do not continue any farther. C, keep right. D, share the road with oncoming traffic. The correct answer is A, yield the right-of-way or stop before turning right or left. You may encounter this sign at the terminating road of some T intersections. It tells you that you must yield the right-of-way or stop before turning right or left onto the through road. Question 18. Which right-of-way rule stated below is not true? Your choices are A, signals from a law enforcement officer must be obeyed even when they conflict with the traffic signals. B, a pedestrian using a guide dog or carrying a white cane has absolute right-of-way. C, at an intersection without traffic signs or signals, you must give way to vehicles coming from the left. D, you must always give way to pedestrians in a marked or unmarked crosswalk. The correct answer is C. At an intersection without traffic signs or signals, you must give way to vehicles coming from the left. At an uncontrolled intersection, meaning one without traffic signs or signals, give way to vehicles coming from the right. Question 19. What are the main travel aids used by someone who is blind? Your choices are A, a white cane, or alternatively a wheelchair, B, a red cane, or alternatively a trained guide dog, C, a white cane, or alternatively a trained guide dog, D, a red cane, or alternatively a trained guide cat, The correct answer is C, a white cane, or alternatively, a trained guide dog. A white cane or a trained guide dog are the main travel aids used by a blind individual. Drivers must always give the right of way to blind pedestrians. Question 20. You may use the lane identified by this sign. Your choices are A, if you have 2 or more people in your vehicle, B, if you are operating a motorcycle, C, only if you are riding a bicycle, D, if you are going around the vehicle ahead of you. The correct answer is C, only if you are riding a bicycle. This sign identifies a bicycle lane, which is meant for bicyclists. Cars and trucks generally should not drive in this lane. In many, but not all states, cars and trucks may enter this lane briefly when getting ready to turn at the next intersection. Question 21. You're getting ready to pass a bicycle on your immediate right, while an oncoming vehicle approaches on your immediate left. What's the right move? Your choices are A. Honk your horn to warn the cyclist. B. Ease off your speed and let the oncoming vehicle pass first. C. Accelerate and get past the bicycle first. D. Honk your horn to warn the oncoming vehicle. The correct answer is B. Ease off your speed and let the oncoming vehicle pass first. Sometimes it's necessary to address hazards one at a time. If you're about to pass a bicycle while an oncoming vehicle approaches, ease off your speed and allow the oncoming vehicle to go by first, giving yourself extra room for the bicycle. After that, shift left to give yourself ample space to safely pass the bicycle. Question 22. Broken white pavement lines mean that your choices are A. Passing is permitted when it can be done safely. B. Passing is not permitted. C. The left lane is reserved for bicycles and motorcyclists. D. Traffic is moving in opposite directions. The correct answer is A. Passing is permitted when it can be done safely. Broken white lines show that drivers may pass when it is safe to do so. Question 23. What is shown by these yellow pavement markings? Your choices are A. This is a three-way road. B. This is a one-way road. C. Vehicles traveling in either direction can make left turns. D. Vehicles traveling in either direction can make right turns. The correct answer is C. Vehicles traveling in either direction can make left turns. The center lane is set aside for left turns, or U-turns where allowed, and may be used by vehicles moving in either direction. On the pavement, left turn arrows for traffic traveling one way alternate with left turn arrows for traffic traveling the opposite way. Solid and broken, dashed, yellow lines mark both sides of these lanes. Question 24. What is the meaning of this road sign? Your choices are A. Continue straight. B. Get ready to stop. C. It shows the direction. D. A rest area is open on the right. The correct answer is C. It shows the direction. This sign is a directional arrow sign. Question 25. What is the meaning of this sign? Your choices are A. A sharp left turn is ahead. B. A sharp U-turn is ahead. C. You are nearing a right turn. D. You are nearing a left turn. The correct answer is C. You are nearing a right turn. This sign is used with a route marker sign. It means you will soon need to turn right to join or stay on that route. Question 26. What is the meaning of this traffic sign? Your choices are A. Continue straight. B. Move into the left lane. C. Turn left or continue straight. D. Do not turn left or continue straight. The correct answer is C. Turn left or continue straight. This regulatory sign tells drivers in that lane to either turn left or continue straight. Question 27. What does this sign indicate? Your choices are A. You must continue straight and follow a detour at the intersection. B. You are required to make a U-turn from this lane. C. You are permitted to make a U-turn from this lane. D. You may turn left from this lane. The correct answer is B. You are required to make a U-turn from this lane. This unusual lane control sign means every vehicle in this lane is required to make a U-turn. It may appear with an equally unusual traffic signal, where illuminated U-turn arrows show when vehicles may make the U-turns. Question 28. What is shown by this sign? Your choices are A. The divided highway ends ahead. B. Traffic merges ahead. C. One-way traffic begins ahead. D. A divided highway begins ahead. The correct answer is A. The divided highway ends ahead. This sign warns that the divided highway ends ahead. The road will change into an undivided two-way roadway. Keep right and stay alert for oncoming traffic. Question 29. What is this sign telling you? Your choices are A. Travel at 45 miles per hour. B. Vehicles will merge ahead. Do not speed up to 45 miles per hour. C. Roadwork is ahead. Slow to 45 miles per hour. D. A speed zone is coming up. Be ready to slow to 45 miles per hour. The correct answer is D. A speed zone is coming up. Be ready to slow to 45 miles per hour. The larger sign warns that a speed zone is ahead. The smaller sign shows the speed limit that will apply. Here, the limit ahead drops to 45 miles per hour, so get ready to slow down and avoid driving over that limit. Question 30. This posted sign is your choices are A. An interstate route marker. B. A speed limit sign for hills. C. A speed limit sign for roundabouts. D. A speed limit sign for expressways. The correct answer is D. A speed limit sign for expressways. A speed limit sign shows the legal maximum speed allowed on the expressway when driving conditions are ideal. Question 31. This posted sign is found at your choices are A. Intersections. B. Residential areas. C. School crossings. D. Freeway exit ramps. The correct answer is D. Freeway exit ramps. Signs like this give advisory speeds at freeway exits and entrance ramps. They display the maximum recommended safe speed for driving in ideal weather conditions. Question 32. At nighttime, high beam headlights should be used in every situation listed below except. Your choices are A. On roads you're not familiar with. B. Within construction zones. C. In fog, snow, or a heavy downpour. D. In places where pedestrians might be near the road. The correct answer is C. In fog, snow, or a heavy downpour. High beams should be used anytime no oncoming vehicles are nearby. They let you see about twice the distance that low beams do. Use high beams on roads you're not familiar with, within construction zones, or in places where pedestrians might be near the road. However, switch to low beams in fog, rain, or snow, since light from high beams reflects off this kind of precipitation and can create glare. Question 33. In a standard passenger vehicle, partial hydroplaning is capable of beginning at a speed of only. Your choices are A. 45 miles per hour. B. 65 miles per hour. C. 55 miles per hour. D. 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is D. 35 miles per hour. Hydroplaning happens when water pools on the road surface. Below about 35 miles per hour, most tires can push water aside, similarly to how a wiper blade clears a windshield. Once speed climbs higher, tires become less able to channel the water away, so they may lose contact with the pavement and glide across it like water skis. For a typical passenger vehicle, partial hydroplaning can start at speeds as low as 35 miles per hour. Question 34. Which of these is not caused by alcohol? Your choices are A. Increased alertness, B. Impaired vision, C. Slower reactions, D. Dulled judgment. The correct answer is A. Increased alertness. Alcohol may impair vision, slow reactions, and dull judgment. It does not make a person more alert. Question 35. How many standard servings of alcohol can an adult safely drink before driving? Your choices are A. 2, B. 3, C. 1, D. It varies from person to person. The correct answer is D. It varies from person to person. How much alcohol a person can consume before reaching the legal limit varies by individual and depends on many different factors. Question 36. When vehicle trouble forces you to stop, what's the first step you should take? Your choices are A. Raise the hood to indicate a problem, B. Move off the roadway and away from traffic, C. Consult your driver's manual, D. Halt your vehicle just past a hill crest or around a curve. The correct answer is B. Move off the roadway and away from traffic. If your vehicle breaks down while you're on the road, make it visible to other drivers. When you're having car trouble and must stop, follow these steps. Pull off the roadway and away from traffic if you're able to. Switch on your hazard lights, emergency flashers. Raise the hood to indicate a problem. If you have emergency flares or warning triangles, set them behind your vehicle. Question 37. Panic stops can be prevented by, your choices are A. Switching lanes rapidly, B. Staying close behind other vehicles, C. Braking abruptly, D. Identifying hazards far in advance. The correct answer is D. Identifying hazards far in advance. Spotting hazards far ahead of time and deciding how to handle them helps you avoid panic stops. Stopping abruptly is risky and often signals that a driver isn't paying close attention. An abrupt stop can lead to the vehicle behind rear-ending you, or you could skid and lose control. Question 38. Items that may pull your attention away from the road include, your choices are A. Looking into blind spots, B. Text messaging and talking on the phone, C. Checking mirrors at all times, D. Frequently watching the traffic behind you. The correct answer is B. Text messaging and talking on the phone. Anything that takes your focus away from the road can be a distraction. Examples of driving distractions include text messaging, talking on the phone, managing children, and lighting a cigarette. Question 39. Which activity will not negatively affect your driving while you are on the road? Your choices are A. Smoking, B. Drinking coffee, C. Eating a sandwich, D. Listening to the radio. The correct answer is D. Listening to the radio. You should avoid any activity that requires using your hands while driving. Listening to the radio, however, can help you remain alert. Question 40. Oregon law mandates that blank wear safety belts or ride in child safety seats anytime the vehicle is moving. Your choices are A. Both the driver and every passenger, B. Every passenger, C. The driver and passengers seated up front, D. Front seat passengers exclusively. The correct answer is A. Both the driver and every passenger. In Oregon, every driver and passenger in a vehicle is required to wear a safety belt, or ride in an approved child safety seat. Safety belts have a proven record of saving lives, including for those seated in the rear. Question 41. If you are convicted of a second DUI within 5 years, your license will be suspended for... Your choices are A. 2 years, B. 4 years, C. 3 years, D. 5 years. The correct answer is C. 3 years. If you are convicted of a second DUI within 5 years, the DMV or the court will suspend your license for 3 years. Question 42. Blank. Give drivers the ability to slow down and exit freeways. Your choices are A. Traffic circles, B. Merge lanes, C. Toll roads, D. Exit ramps. The correct answer is D. Exit ramps. Exit ramps give vehicles the ability to slow down and leave freeways. Often, a reduced speed limit is posted along an exit ramp. Question 43. Which of these statements regarding highway driving is accurate? Your choices are A. Slower moving vehicles belong in the left lane, while faster ones belong in the right lane. B. Slower moving vehicles belong in the right lane, while faster ones belong in the left lane. C. Faster vehicles are required to merge onto the highway using a deceleration lane. D. When there are 3 or more lanes traveling the same direction, the right lane provides the smoothest traffic flow. The correct answer is B. Slower moving vehicles belong in the right lane, while faster ones belong in the left lane. On highways with 3 or more lanes traveling the same direction, the center lanes typically provide the smoothest traffic flow. The leftmost lane is intended for drivers passing or moving faster than the flow. Vehicles moving slower, along with those about to exit, generally belong in the rightmost lane. Question 44. This sign shows that these parking spaces are set aside for... Your choices are A. Older adults, B. Patients, C. Bicyclists, D. People with disabilities. The correct answer is D. People with disabilities. This sign displays the international symbol of access for disabled persons. It indicates that these parking spaces are reserved for persons with disabled parking privileges. To use these spaces, you must get a disabled parking placard or disabled license plates from your state. Question 45. You've parallel parked, facing downhill along the curb. In which direction should your front wheels point? Your choices are A. Straight, parallel with the curb, B. Pointed away from the curb, C. Pointed toward the curb, D. It doesn't matter which direction. The correct answer is C. Pointed toward the curb. When parallel parking while facing downhill, turn your wheels so they point toward the curb. That way, if your brakes were to fail, the curb would stop the vehicle from rolling forward. Still, be sure to engage your parking brake and leave the transmission in the right gear. Park for automatic, reverse for manual. Question 46. When a vehicle passes you on your left, you should let it go by safely. And also, your choices are A. Speed up, B. Shift over into the left lane, C. Refrain from speeding up, D. Move over and stop. The correct answer is C. Refrain from speeding up. When another vehicle passes you on the left, stay in your lane toward the right, avoid speeding up, and give the other driver room to complete the pass safely. Question 47. When turning left from a one-way street onto a different one-way street, the turn must begin. Your choices are A. From the left lane, completing the turn close to the right curb, B. From the right lane, completing the turn close to the left curb, C. From the left lane, completing the turn close to the left curb. D. From the right lane, completing the turn close to the right curb. The correct answer is C. From the left lane, completing the turn close to the left curb. When turning left from a one-way street onto a different one-way street, begin the turn from the left lane and complete it close to the left curb, unless signs, signals, or pavement markings say otherwise. Question 48. Which of these statements about right-of-way rules is incorrect? Your choices are A. A vehicle turning left has to yield to oncoming traffic. B. A vehicle entering or crossing a roadway from a private driveway has to yield to all approaching vehicles. C. Vehicles have to yield to pedestrians at unmarked crosswalks. D. At a T intersection with no signs or signals, a vehicle on the through road must yield to vehicles on the terminating road. The correct answer is D. At a T intersection with no signs or signals, a vehicle on the through road must yield to vehicles on the terminating road. The claim that, at an unsigned and unsignaled T intersection, the through road vehicle must yield to the vehicle on the terminating road has it backward. The actual rule works the other way. It's the driver on the terminating road who owes the yield to traffic on the through road. Question 49. As a vehicle makes a turn, its rear wheels trace a blank compared to its front wheels. Your choices are A. Path that is shorter. B. Path that is longer. C. Path that is slower. D. Path that is faster. The correct answer is A. Path that is shorter. As a vehicle makes a turn, its rear wheels trace a shorter path than its front wheels do. This gap grows larger as the vehicle's length increases. Tractor-trailers may swing outward briefly before completing a turn. If a tractor-trailer moves left, avoid trying to pass on its right. The truck could actually be preparing to turn right. Watch its turn signals to be sure. Question 50. What is this signal telling you? Your choices are A. Do not merge. B. Do not pass. C. Do not walk. D. Do not make a right turn. The correct answer is C. Do not walk. Pedestrian signals control pedestrian traffic only. A signal with an upraised hand means pedestrians must not step into the crosswalk to cross the roadway. Older signals displayed the illuminated words, "Don't walk," instead. A signal showing a walking person means pedestrians may enter the crosswalk. Older signals displayed the illuminated word, "Walk," instead. Question 51. What is this sign telling you? Your choices are A. The lane is set aside for high-speed vehicles. B. The lane is set aside for certain purposes or certain vehicles. C. The lane is used for left turns by traffic traveling in both directions. D. The lane is set aside for right turns. The correct answer is B. The lane is set aside for certain purposes or certain vehicles. A diamond-shaped marking means a lane is reserved for particular uses or particular vehicles. These lanes are commonly reserved for buses or carpool vehicles during rush hour traffic. Question 52. What is indicated by this road sign? Your choices are A. Construction area ahead. B. Forest area ahead. C. Rest area ahead. D. Parking area ahead. The correct answer is C. Rest area ahead. This sign shows that a rest area is open on the right. Question 53. If you spot this sign while on a freeway, what should you do? Your choices are A. Speed up to 30 miles per hour and overtake the vehicle ahead of you. B. Continue driving 30 more miles until the next exit. C. Keep your speed at or below 30 miles per hour while exiting the freeway. D. Exit the freeway at a speed above 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is C. Keep your speed at or below 30 miles per hour while exiting the freeway. This sign appears at a freeway exit. It tells you the maximum speed considered safe, 30 miles per hour here, under ideal conditions. If conditions are poor or hazardous, you should slow down further, below what's recommended. Question 54. A vertical rectangular traffic sign usually provides, your choices are: A. A warning about the road condition. B. Directions for the driver. C. Directions for the driver to stop. D. A route number. The correct answer is B. Directions for the driver. Vertical rectangular signs typically provide instructions or inform you about traffic laws. These regulatory signs give directions to motorists, pedestrians, and cyclists. Question 55. What is the meaning of this sign? Your choices are: A. Do not merge. B. Do not make a right turn. C. Do not make a left turn. D. This side of the road is temporarily closed. The correct answer is B. Do not make a right turn. The arrow shows a right turn. However, a red slash inside a red circle means no. This regulatory sign forbids drivers from turning right. It is placed on the right side of a roadway or above a travel lane. Question 56. What does this road sign indicate? Your choices are: A. Cattle crossing ahead. B. Veterinary hospital ahead. C. Zoo ahead. D. Farmhouse ahead. The correct answer is A. Cattle crossing ahead. This sign tells drivers to watch for cattle crossing the road. Question 57. What is shown by this sign? Your choices are: A. Exit speed advisory. B. Speed limit ahead. C. Ramp speed advisory. D. Roundabout speed advisory. The correct answer is D. Roundabout speed advisory. This sign is a speed advisory for a roundabout. The permitted speed limit in the roundabout is 15 miles per hour. Question 58. While driving through city traffic, you should aim to look ahead at least. Your choices are: A. 3 blocks ahead. B. 2 blocks ahead. C. 1 block ahead. D. 4 blocks ahead. The correct answer is C. 1 block ahead. While driving in city traffic, aim to look at least 1 block ahead of you. In a city setting, 1 block roughly equals 10 seconds of travel. Question 59. When this sign is present, your driving speed must be. Your choices are: A. At least 40 miles per hour. B. Not more than 50 miles per hour. C. At least 50 miles per hour. D. Not more than 40 miles per hour. The correct answer is A. At least 40 miles per hour. This sign means that when traffic, weather, and road conditions are normal, you are not allowed to drive below 40 miles per hour. Posted minimum speeds help keep traffic moving smoothly and safely. If conditions become hazardous, however, you may travel below the posted minimum speed. Question 60. To stop your vehicle safely in rain, ice, or snow, what should you do? Your choices are: A. Speed up. B. Lengthen your following distance. C. Switch lanes often. D. Use your high beam headlights. The correct answer is B, lengthen your following distance. Poor weather calls for reduced speeds and a longer gap behind the vehicles ahead of you. Rain, snow, and ice cut down your visibility and lengthen the distance your vehicle needs to brake to a stop. In these conditions, lengthen your following distance and begin braking earlier and more gently than you normally would. Question 61. When rain begins on a hot day, be careful, since the road surface can be slick for the first several minutes. This happens because of your choices are A, oil inside the vehicle, B, tires starting to melt, C, oil within the asphalt, D, water within the asphalt. The correct answer is C, oil within the asphalt. Heat draws oil within the asphalt up to the surface, and when rain hits, it loosens those oil deposits. This leaves the road surface slicker until additional rainfall rinses the oil away. Question 62. Which action is unlawful for minors? Your choices are A, all of the above, B, trying to purchase alcohol, C, drinking alcohol, D, having a BAC of 0.02% or greater, The correct answer is A, all of the above. A minor between the ages of 15 and 21 may not possess alcohol, consume alcohol, attempt to purchase alcohol, or have a BAC of 0.02% or greater. Question 63. As a driver's blood alcohol concentration, BAC, increases, what occurs? Your choices are A, all of the above, B, the drinker's brain becomes more affected by the alcohol, C, self-control and judgment are the first functions affected, D, coordination and muscle control are impaired by the alcohol. The correct answer is A, all of the above. After you drink alcohol, it moves into your bloodstream and begins to affect body functions, including coordination, self-control, and reaction time. The only way to remove alcohol's effect on the brain is to wait until it leaves the bloodstream. Question 64. Which of these behaviors would be considered a sign of road rage? Your choices are A, every option listed above, B, following too closely, C, running another car off the roadway, D, excessive use of the horn. The correct answer is A, every option listed above. Swerving in front of other vehicles or cutting them off are behaviors associated with road rage. Excessive horn use, forcing another car off the roadway, and tailgating are also linked to road rage. Question 65. Before changing lanes, to confirm there's no other vehicle in your blank, turn your head and check over your shoulder toward the direction you're moving. Your choices are A, open areas, B, side regions, C, blind spot, D, restricted zones. The correct answer is C, blind spot. Before changing lanes, turn and check over your shoulder in the direction you're moving to confirm no vehicle is sitting in your blind spot. These areas aren't visible in your mirrors. Question 66. If you feel sleepy before driving, what should you do? Your choices are A, sleep, B, drink coffee, C, exercise, D, listen to music. The correct answer is A, sleep. Stimulants, exercise, and music may help you stay awake, but sleep is the best cure for drowsiness. If you get 9 hours of sleep and still feel tired, speak with a physician. Question 67. Which statement about cell phones is true? Your choices are A, placing a call while driving saves time, B, Adult drivers may use a handheld cell phone while driving. C. Adult drivers may use a hands-free cell phone while driving. D. If a call comes in while you are driving, reduce speed and answer your phone. The correct answer is C. Adult drivers may use a hands-free cell phone while driving. If you are an adult driver and must use your phone, using a speakerphone/hands-free device while driving is preferable. Using mobile phones while driving is not advised and is illegal in some states. Question 68. If you do not pass a chemical test for alcohol, the officer will take your license and give you a temporary driving permit that remains valid for blank days. Your choices are A. 10, B. 90, C. 3, D. 30. The correct answer is D. 30. If you do not pass a chemical test for alcohol, the officer will take your license and give you a temporary driving permit that remains valid for 30 days. Once that permit expires, your license suspension period, such as 90 days for a first DUI charge, will begin. Question 69. If you refuse to take a chemical test for alcohol after having been convicted of DUI within the past 5 years, your license will be suspended for 20. Your choices are A. 2 years, B. 4 years, C. 1 year, D. 3 years. The correct answer is D. 3 years. If you refuse to take a chemical test for alcohol after having been convicted of DUI within the past 5 years, the DMV will suspend your license for 3 years. This is an administrative penalty, not a criminal penalty. If you are convicted of DUI for the second time, the court may suspend your license for 3 more years and may impose other criminal penalties. Question 70. To get onto a freeway, use blank to build up speed and blend into the fast-moving traffic already there. Your choices are A. the deceleration lane, B. the road shoulder, C. the exit ramp, D. the on-ramp. The correct answer is D. the on-ramp. To get onto a freeway, use the on-ramp to build up speed and blend into the fast-moving traffic already on the road. Before merging, you're required to yield to traffic already on the freeway, though you should try not to come to a stop if you can help it. Question 71. Which of these statements regarding freeways is not accurate? Your choices are A. Freeways are built to handle faster-moving traffic safely. B. When using a freeway, you should cross a solid line right after entering or just before exiting. C. Deceleration lanes exist on most freeways to help you exit. D. Merge onto a freeway smoothly by speeding up on the entrance ramp until you match the flow of freeway traffic. The correct answer is B. When using a freeway, you should cross a solid line right after entering or just before exiting. Interstate highways and freeways are built to move higher speed traffic in a safe manner. Avoid crossing a solid line when you enter or leave a freeway. Question 72. What is the meaning of this sign? Your choices are A. Parking is prohibited on both sides of the sign. B. Parking is allowed to the left of the sign. C. Parking is prohibited to the left of the sign. D. Parking is allowed to the left of the sign at night. The correct answer is C. Parking is prohibited to the left of the sign. This sign means parking is not allowed to the left of the sign at any time. Question 73. Which statement below about parking is not true? Your choices are A. Parking on a freeway is against the law. B. During an emergency, parking on the road's shoulder as far from traffic as possible is legal. C. On a downhill grade, turn your wheels toward the curb when parking. D. Parking within 10 feet of a fire hydrant is legal. The correct answer is D. Parking within 10 feet of a fire hydrant is legal. In Oregon, parking within 10 feet of a fire hydrant is against the law. Numerous other locations also restrict parking, so watch for posted signs that prohibit or limit it. Question 74. Inside a roundabout, vehicles move. Your choices are A. To the left, B. Toward the middle, C. Clockwise, D. Counterclockwise. The correct answer is D. Counterclockwise. Inside a roundabout, vehicles move counterclockwise around a central island. Both entering and exiting, you head toward the right. Question 75. Upon reaching an intersection, apply the blank before proceeding. Your choices are A. Right, left, right sequence, B. Left, right, left sequence, C. Left, left, right sequence, D. Left, right sequence. The correct answer is B. Left, right, left sequence. Upon reaching an intersection, apply the left, right, left rule. Check to your left first, since vehicles coming from that direction are nearer to you. Then check to your right. Finally, glance left one more time before proceeding, since a vehicle may have appeared on your left that wasn't there during your first look. Question 76. 3 cars come to a T intersection with no signs or signals. What is the proper order for them to go? Your choices are A, B, C, B, C, B, A, C, B, C, A, D, A, C, B. The correct answer is C, B, C, A. At a T intersection, a vehicle on the road that ends must yield to all traffic on the through main road. In this case, car A must yield to cars B and C. Car C must also yield to oncoming traffic because it is making a left turn at an intersection. Here, car C must yield to car B. As a result, car B may go first, followed by car C, and then car A. Turns and intersections, Oregon Driver Manual. Question 77. When you overtake a truck or another large commercial vehicle, you need to be alert for. Your choices are A. The size of the truck's mirrors, B. How much the truck weighs, C. How long the truck is, D. The truck's no zones by the blind spots. The correct answer is D. The truck's no zones, blind spots. Big commercial vehicles, like trucks, have large blind spots, referred to as no zones, which surround the front, rear, and both sides of the vehicle. Avoiding a truck's no zones entirely isn't realistic, but you shouldn't linger in one any longer than it takes to pass the truck safely. Question 78. The single broken, white line shown in this figure means your choices are A. Traffic traveling in the same direction, B. The middle of a road where passing is not permitted, C. The edge of the roadway curb, D. Traffic traveling in opposite directions. The correct answer is A. Traffic traveling in the same direction. White lines divide lanes for traffic traveling in the same direction. You must stay within these lane markings as you drive. Question 79. Which pavement marking divides 2 lanes moving in the same direction? Your choices are A, B, B, C, C, D, none of the above. The correct answer is D, none of the above. A white line divides two lanes moving in the same direction. When the line is broken, you may cross it to pass or change lanes. When the line is solid, you should generally remain in your lane. Question 80. What is the meaning of this traffic sign? Your choices are A. A parking area is coming up. B. A detour route is 1,000 feet ahead. C. Right turns are not allowed after 1,000 feet. D. Roadwork begins ahead in 1,000 feet. The correct answer is B. A detour route is 1,000 feet ahead. This sign warns that the road ahead is closed and that another route is available in 1,000 feet. Question 81. This octagonal, 8-sided shape is. Your choices are A. A stop sign. B. A yield sign. C. A do not enter sign. D. A road construction sign. The correct answer is A. A stop sign. A stop sign is an 8-sided, white-on-red sign showing that other traffic has the right-of-way. You must always bring your vehicle to a complete stop and yield to approaching traffic before you continue. Question 82. What is the meaning of this regulatory sign? Your choices are A. The marked lane is reserved for high-occupancy vehicles during posted times. B. The marked lane is reserved for heavy trucks. C. High-occupancy vehicles may not use the lane during posted times. D. Cars and buses are prohibited during posted times. The correct answer is A. The marked lane is reserved for high-occupancy vehicles during posted times. This white diamond sign means the roadway is set aside for high-occupancy vehicles, HOVs, during the posted times from Monday through Friday. Question 83. What does this sign mean? Your choices are A. The shoulder is far lower than the road surface. B. The roadway is wet and slippery. C. Loose gravel is on the road. D. A concealed road is ahead. The correct answer is the shoulder is far lower than the road surface. This sign warns that the shoulder is far below the level of the road surface. Question 84. This diamond-shaped sign warns of, your choices are A. An overpass ahead. Clearance from the roadway surface to the overpass is 13 feet 6 inches. B. A median ahead. The road width is 13 feet 6 inches. C. A parking area ahead. The road width is 13 feet 6 inches. D. A bridge ahead. The road width is 13 feet 6 inches. The correct answer is A. An overpass ahead. Clearance from the roadway surface to the overpass is 13 feet 6 inches. This sign warns that an overpass is ahead with 13 feet 6 inches of clearance from the roadway surface to the overpass. Question 85. When a work zone has no reduced speed limit posted, you should. Your choices are A. Drive under 50 miles per hour. B. Drive over 70 miles per hour. C. Keep your speed at 45 miles per hour. D. Follow the standard legal speed limit. The correct answer is D. Follow the standard legal speed limit. Many work zones lower speed limits and restrict lane usage for safety reasons. When no reduced speed limit is posted, follow the standard legal speed limit instead. Question 86. While overtaking another vehicle, move through the other driver's blind spot as fast as you can. Your choices are A. By speeding up. B. Without going over the speed limit. C. By slowing down. D. By changing gears. The correct answer is B. without going over the speed limit. While overtaking another vehicle, move through the other driver's blind spot as fast as you can without going over the speed limit. Staying in the blind spot longer raises your risk of a collision, but you still can't exceed the speed limit while passing. Question 87. If dense fog rolls in while you're driving and you can barely see anything, what's the right response? Your choices are A. Turn on your low beam headlights. B. Turn on your high beam headlights. C. Pull off the road and stop. D. Reduce speed and find another route. The correct answer is C. Pull off the road and stop. In foggy conditions, ease off your speed and switch to low beam headlights plus fog lights if your car has them. But when the fog becomes so thick that you can hardly see at all, get your vehicle as far off the roadway as you can and stay parked there until conditions get better. The rule to remember: no visibility means no driving. Question 88. If too much alcohol prevents you from driving your vehicle safely, you must. Your choices are A. Take drugs to lessen alcohol's effect before driving. B. Have a designated driver drive your vehicle. C. Call 911 so they can help you drive. D. Drink coffee to stay awake while driving. The correct answer is B. Have a designated driver drive your vehicle. You must have a designated driver drive your vehicle. A designated driver is responsible for safely transporting friends or family members who have been drinking alcoholic beverages. Question 89. Which option has a greater amount of alcohol? Your choices are A. A 12-ounce serving of 5% beer. B. A 5-ounce serving of 12% wine. C. A 1.5-ounce serving of 80 proof liquor. D. They all contain the same amount. The correct answer is D. They all contain the same amount. Each listed choice contains an equal amount of alcohol. Question 90. In which of the following situations should you avoid sounding your horn? Your choices are A. In every situation listed above. B. When your brakes stop working. C. When an oncoming vehicle drifts into your lane. D. When you're feeling angry or upset. The correct answer is D. When you're feeling angry or upset. There are certain situations where sounding your horn may be the only way to alert pedestrians or other drivers to potential danger. That said, avoid using your horn without good reason or as a way to show anger toward others. Honking out of anger or frustration counts as a form of aggressive driving. Question 91. Should the driver behind you keep flashing their headlights, the best response is to, your choices are A. Move out of the way. B. Turn on your high beam headlights. C. Turn on your low beam headlights. D. Speed up and pull ahead. The correct answer is A. Move out of the way. Aggressive driving involves operating a vehicle in a way that puts people or property at risk. If a driver behind you keeps flashing their headlights, avoid responding or engaging with them in any way. Simply move aside instead. Question 92. Is it safe to keep something in your lap while driving? Your choices are A. No, never. B. Yes, as long as it is not a person or a pet. C. Yes, provided you are certain you will not be distracted. D. Yes, if it is a small pet. The correct answer is A. No, never. Any activity that takes your eyes off the road while driving is dangerous, including removing clothing, applying makeup, reading, eating, or drinking. Do not hold a person, pet, or package in your lap or arms. Question 93. Which choice will not help prevent distracted driving? Your choices are A. Setting your favorite radio stations in advance. B. Planning your route ahead of time. C. Positioning all mirrors before you begin driving. D. Loosening the lid of your coffee cup before you leave. The correct answer is D. Loosening the lid of your coffee cup before you leave. Before you begin your trip, arrange your cab the way you want it, but eating and drinking should wait until rest stops. Question 94. Which drivers in Oregon are required to have insurance? Your choices are A. Drivers under 21. B. All drivers. C. Drivers under 18. D. Owners of vehicles that are less than 5 years old. The correct answer is B. All drivers. No matter a driver's age, skill level, or driving experience, the vehicle must be protected by vehicle liability insurance. A driver who is underage may be placed on a parent or guardian's liability insurance policy. Question 95. If you are convicted of DUII for the second time within 5 years, your license will be suspended for... Your choices are A. 2 years. B. 6 months. C. 1 year. D. 3 years. The correct answer is D. 3 years. If you are convicted of DUII for the second time within 5 years, the court will suspend your license for 3 years and will impose other criminal penalties. Question 96. Before joining freeway traffic, you should blank prior to merging. Your choices are A. Lower your speed. B. Shift into the right-hand lane. C. Shift into a deceleration lane. D. Shift into an acceleration lane. The correct answer is D. Shift into an acceleration lane. To join a freeway, pull into the acceleration lane and increase your speed until it matches that of the highway traffic. Turn on your left signal. Once conditions are safe, move into the appropriate lane. Question 97. When a median or barrier splits a highway into 2 separate roadways, your choices are A. Crossing the median or barrier is allowed during emergencies. B. Crossing the median or barrier is allowed to make a left turn. C. Crossing the median or barrier is banned except to make a U-turn. D. Crossing the median or barrier is banned except at a designated crossover. The correct answer is D. Crossing the median or barrier is banned except at a designated crossover. When a median or barrier divides a highway into separate roadways, crossing it is prohibited except at a designated crossover point. Question 98. When you have no choice but to park on a roadway, you should position your vehicle. Your choices are A. As near to the middle of the road as you can get. B. As distant from the curb as you can manage. C. As far from moving traffic as you can manage. D. As distant from the yellow line as you can manage. The correct answer is C. As far from moving traffic as you can manage. Whenever it's an option, park in an area meant for parking. If parking on the roadway itself is unavoidable, position your vehicle as far from moving traffic as you can manage. When there's a curb present, pull in as close to it as possible. Question 99. 2 cars are parked near a fire station. Which statement is most accurate? Your choices are A. Car A may park anywhere if it does not block the driveway. Car B may park anywhere. B. Car A must be parked at least 15 feet from the driveway, and Car B must be parked at least 75 feet from the driveway. C. Car A must be parked at least 75 feet from the driveway, and car B must be parked at least 15 feet from the driveway. D. Car A must be parked at least 15 feet from the driveway. Car B may park anywhere. The correct answer is B. Car A must be parked at least 15 feet from the driveway, and car B must be parked at least 75 feet from the driveway. Fire engines can require substantial turning space. In Oregon, you may not park or stop within 15 feet of a fire station driveway entrance or within 75 feet on the other side of the road. In this situation, car A must be no closer than 15 feet from the driveway, and car B must be no closer than 75 feet. Question 100. When an emergency vehicle with its siren or flashing lights on is approaching you, what are you obligated to do? Your choices are A. Accelerate to clear the way. B. Halt on the spot no matter your location. C. Steer over toward the right shoulder. D. Steer over toward the left shoulder. The correct answer is C. Steer over toward the right shoulder. When you notice an emergency vehicle approaching with its siren and flashing lights activated, you must move over to the right side of the roadway and stay there until it has gone past. That said, if you happen to be inside an intersection when it approaches, continue through the intersection first, and then pull over as soon as you can. Nice work! You completed all 100 questions. Review anything you missed, verify current rules in the official state handbook, and keep practicing with Honk.